Hey guys, welcome back to Dragons and Arm Wrestling. Today we're going to be discussing the King's Move. Not everyone's favorite, but we do have to discuss it. So the King's Move is done in the straps. So like the open top roll, this is a move where you want to lock your pronation. This is just even more so. Decommitting your shoulder even more, opening up even farther, and locking that pronation. The open top roll is really focusing on more wrist pronation. The King's Move is focusing more on more pronation through the thumb. And we'll show you that now.
Okay, so like he said, the way the King's Move starts fundamentally, and what a King's Move looks like, is go ahead and just drop straight to your tricep. So even more squared ups, like that. So right here, high riser, this is a King's Move. You'll see it from like Crazy George and people like that. But as a King's Move gets opened up like this, he rotates his shoulder away, rotating in like that. That applies pronation through the thumb. And this applies an incredible amount of pressure in the wrist here. So while you maybe stay straight here, as you go in sideways, he gains increasingly more rotational power the lower his arm gets. Which is why you see people get opened, or their wrist gets opened up when they get right close to pin pad, and it puts an incredible amount of pressure right here. Then they will continue to stack back to here, letting it happen again. Boom, and back. That is essentially the King's Move. Now, obviously, the difference between the King's Move and the King's Hook is the King's Hook is doing rotational pressure through supination, whereas the King's Move is doing riser pressure, back pressure, through rotation. Go ahead.
All right, and then from his side, this is what that looks like. So he's locked his pronation. So when I go to surge, anytime I go to surge with side pressure, it's going to be busting back my hand. So the only way to really beat a King's Move is with a press to get as supinated as possible, which we'll go over in our next video. But as you can see, as soon as I go to surge, he goes down, it locks his pronation into place, and then from there, you're not going to really be able to pin it very good in the King's Move, but it is a great defensive move if you know somebody is much stronger than you, and you want to wear them down, you know you have good endurance. So go to surge, and then from there he can adjust and end up pinning me if I get tired.
And on a note, this is a safety note. Like the King's Hook, a King's Move cannot be supinated completely over. The second it is supinated over, you should just let it go. Otherwise, you risk a bicep tear. Biceps are not good at being opened up like this. This is not where they're strong. Because supination, or full supination like this, removes the brachyradialis, which is actually the strong point for low point riser. So if you get into a place where you're like a King's Move and you're here, just give it up, because you will have a higher probability of a bicep tear. If you guys like this video, comment down below, like and subscribe, and see you guys on the next one.